Hey everybody, welcome back to Adam's Workshop. This is going to be part 2 of the Kaiweets DC variable power supply. If you go on part 1, I mentioned some of the specs, little information about it, and I showed voltage. On this one, it's going to be real quick. I'm going to show it being used to put out some current. I don't think I mentioned price on the last one. How much does one of these run? This is the power supply right here. Alright, so a while back is when I first saw it on Amazon. I threw it on my wish list and it was sitting right at $99.99. On Prime Day, I looked on there just out of curiosity. I looked at everything I had on my little wish list. I have it as a tool list. And I noticed it had a $20 coupon, $20 off. You did not have to sign up for anything for the coupon. So, excuse me, that brought it down to $79.99. And there was $6.60 for tax. And that brought it down to up to $73.39 was the total for it. If that tax is off by a little bit, it's because I also purchased, what else did I buy? I think I bought I don't know, I bought something else with it, I believe. So, anyway, it's going to run on average $100. If you catch it with that $20 coupon, you can get it for like 73 bucks. Definitely worth it. I looked at all the other power supplies I can find for in that price range for around 100 bucks. And my opinion, this is by far the best one. So I went with this one. Mode. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn these bottom three all the way to the left. And we're going to turn the voltage course all the way to the right. So the voltage course is going to go clockwise all the way. And the other three are going to go counterclockwise all the way. Whereas at that point, you're going to take your leads. You're going to take your leads and you're going to short them. Okay, I know that sounds scary, but that's what you're going to do. You're going to short them, turn the power supply on. And now you're going to adjust your current course and find to wherever you want to go to. We're going to power up this old blinker off of, that was off my Gixxter 750, Suzuki GSXR 750 I had motorcycle. I got rid of these big old bulky things and put some nice flush carbon fiber ones on there. It looks a lot better and they're lighter and they don't stick out. Anyway, we're going to use that. I opened this up and I looked at the bulb to get any information I could, and it is a 12 volt bulb and 21 watts. Now, with that said, I did blow the original bulb in here. I had a replacement bulb that fit, but I know it is a 12 volt bulb, but it doesn't show the wattage or the current. So I'm going to assume it's similar to the other one. Now, like I said, with the other one, it was 12 volts. It's 12 volts and 21 watts. Well, we don't want to put too much amperage or we're going to blow the bulb like I did the last one. I blew the last one just because I was playing. I'm not going to go into what I was doing, but just being silly with it. So what you do, we know 12 volts. You get you a calculator. You use Ohm's law. Alright, so we know it's 12 volts. And we know the watts, or at least the other bulb watts, was 21 watts. So you take 21 watts and you divide that by 12 volts, and that gives you 1.75 amps. That should be your current limit for this bulb, 1.75. So we do not want to exceed that. We want to stay under that. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this at, let's see, we'll start low. We'll set it right at about a half a volt. Let's go to right at half a volt. I don't even know if it'll light up for that. So you see there, we got it set at half a volt. It's putting us at 20 millivolts, and it looks like, what is that, 10 watts. So now that you have set the current you want, you turn it off. Disconnect these, and now you hook it up to your load. What I'm going to do, because I want to use the oscilloscope, I'm going to plug the oscilloscope just like we did on the voltage test. I'm going to plug that directly into the scope. So these ones here go around and they go to the oscilloscope. And this one here we'll plug into the back sides right here. And we'll hook this onto our load. Because we're not going to, if we turn this on right now, look, even though we set the current, we're not going to see any current. Look, there's no current. The load is what supplies the current. You're not going to get any current without a load. So hook up our ground, hook up our power. Twist that little strand got out of there. Alright, and we'll pull this around because we do not want those touching. Alright, so now that we got those set up, check everything's right. Everything looks good. And now we could turn it on. You saw the light did flash. That was the Inrush. If you notice on the oscilloscope, man, why is it so hard to turn? If you notice on the oscilloscope, pause it real quick. Boom. If you notice right there, on the green trace, that was the initial Inrush current. Just out of curiosity, let's see what that got up to. Oh, you know what? I'll go to, there we go. That got up to, it looks like 3.2 volts. I do not have my amp clamp hooked up at the moment, so we didn't get the current. That's the pink trace you're seeing right there. Alright, so now we're going to use the Micsig CP2100B. We have two options, 10 amps and 100 amps. We're not going over 10 amps, so we're going to stay on the 10 amp one, and we're going to hit our 0 button, and we're going to listen for 1 beep. 3 beeps means that it is not zeroed, we're getting interference. So let's see, do I edit this out or do I show y'all the real world? There we go. Alright, we got 1 beep. So there we go. And let's see. What do we have? Alright, on the power supply we're showing 0.49. We're going to bring that up just, I'm going to use the fine button. Here's the current down here. Bottom one is fine. I'm going to bring it right up to half a volt. 500 millivolts. And we're hoping to see 500 millivolts. Or I'm sorry, 500 milliamps. Millivolts. Okay, well we're looking at 540 millivolts output. We're looking at 500 milliamps output, and it's showing, what is that, 0.270 watts. What is that, 200, I'm assuming 270 milliwatts? Does that work the same as volts and amps? And let's see what we got here. Let's see, can you guys see that? I'm going to darken it just a little bit so you can see the numbers better. And we'll grab our ruler. We'll go to 3. We got our ruler. Okay, first off, okay, the Y1 ruler that you see there, Y1 we're going to put on the 0 line, right where ground is. And then Y2, this one here, is what we're going to use to measure our measurement. Alright, so that's showing off. I'm showing with the Micsig, we're showing 560 milliamps. See if I can bring this closer. On the top right, we're showing 560 milliamps. Remember, we're showing 500 milliamps output. And on the bottom, with our mean and the RMS, we're looking at 560 as well. Let me grab, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to grab a picoscope. Oh yeah, you can. I know I'm all over the place, guys. Bear with me, it's late, I'm hungry. Don't I always say that? That's always true. Alright, let's bring up some measurements, channel 2. Oh, are we going to be able to bring up any more? I don't think we could bring up any more. Let's see what it's doing. See, it's going up. It's taking a little bit. We're showing 500 and it's correcting. Remember, our output is right at half an amp, 500 milliamps. And we're showing 494, 495, 497, 498. $500. Let's see, is it going to stop there? We're right at 500. Oh, we'll go up to, let's go up to 1 volt. Oh wait, I'm changing the wrong one. Let's go to 1 volt. Oh, 99 and 100. Alright, so we're showing 2.92 volts, 1 amp, and 2.930 watts. So let's see what we're reading here. I think that's best I'm gonna get you guys. Alright, let's get some rulers out. And we'll check. Alright, since we're already on 2, the pico. Alright, we are at. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, okay, let's change. Let's see, we're at 20 amps per division. We're going to change. We're going to change that to go way the other way. We can go 1 amp per division, I guess, or we can go 500 milliamps. Let's go 500 milliamps per division. We'll do the same thing on the Micsig. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. 500 milliamps. All right. So now let's grab our measurement. All right. We're looking for 1 amp. Looks like with the pico, it looks like we're showing, all right, our output, we're right at, the fan just kicked on, I don't know, can you hear that on the power supply? And it'll turn off on its own too. I like that. It's temperature, it goes off a temperature, so it's not running constantly. We're showing 1 amp output and 1 amp output, and we are at, trying to get, there you go. Did you hear it? It just turned off. Alright, 1 amp output, and we're showing 1.04 on the pico And on the Micsig, we're showing 1.08. Y'all see those? We'll grab the cursor we'll go to channel 3, which is the Micsig. We'll come down here. Yeah, we're showing 1.08. So since both of these are 1.08 for the Pico and oh no, the Pico's down to 1.039. I think that's what it was before. And the Micsig showing 1.08. What do y'all think? You think that it's the power supply? I mean, we're getting really picky here, guys. You know, I will say, look, 1.01. We have 1.0 on both of them. So when you look at it like that, they're both on the money, 1 amp. But when you get down to the, you know, what is that? One showing 1.038, that's 38 milliamps, and the other one 86 milliamps. You know, y'all decide. I'm happy with it. Like I said, I'm not building space shuttles to go to outer space. I'm not building anything where anybody's life is on the line. So do I need that extra decimal to be right on the money? No. I mean, do I wish it was? Sure. Of course I do. But I'm happy with the 1.0 and the 1.0 on both of those. Now remember, we did Ohm's law. 21 watts on this bulb. 21 watts divided by 12 volts put us at 1.75 amps. So we don't want to go much more than that. We'll bring it up just a little bit more. Let's go up to, turn the fine down. We'll go up to, let's go to 1.5. You see the bulb got a lot brighter? Alright, so I'm going to 1.48 with the coarse, and then the fine, I'm going to pick up those last 2 digits. There we go, 1.50 puts us at 6.48 volts, 1.5 amps, and 9.7 watts. Alright, 1.5 amps. Let's zoom in and see where we're at, what kind of reading we're getting. And we're just about done, guys. Bear with me here. Just showing the stuff that, you know, that I'd want to see when I was, you know, deciding whether to buy this or not. So we'll break out the ruler. And alright, since we're on the Micsig, we'll do the Micsig first. And we're showing 1.58 with the ruler. On the bottom we're showing let's see, the minimum was 1.54, RMS and mean is 1.57. So same thing. Man, look at all that noise on the Pico. Look how much thicker that is. Wow, see, I guess that's a difference in where some of the difference in all that price is from the price from the Micsig to the Pico. Because that's not the waveform, because if I go into the menu and I adjust, look, if I go into the menu and I go to display and I go to waveform and I go to brightness, you know, that's what makes it thick. Look at that. If I make it all the way thick, look at all that noise. And look, DC current full 0. DC current full 0. On the Pico Micsig, DC current full 0. So the settings are the same on there. I just want to show you. I keep this down, like when I'm inside, just because you see how much fatter it gets. So when I put the ruler on there, when it's fatter, I have more room to move it and it's not as precise. Whereas if I keep it down like that, Yeah, look at all that noise. Jeez, look, let's zoom in. Look at that. Y'all see that? Yeah. So that's the difference. I'm not going to go into specs on both of these amp clamps. That's not what this video is about. We're trying to see if this DC power supply, if it's worth the money or not, if it's accurate. And so far I'm going to say it is, to the first digit for sure. Alright, so that's 1.5. Let's go back out to 1 second per division. Did we measure both of those? I don't think we did. Alright. 1.5. Alright, we got 1.57, 1.58 on the Micsig. And we go to the Pico. And it looks like we have 1.53 on the Pico. Now this is what I'm talking about. See how much fatter that line is? We're right on the bottom of it, 152 there. And if we go to the top of it, still inside at 158. So look, once I'm in it, you can click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me do that again. From the top, as soon as I get in it, watch, in it. And then I'm going to start clicking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 before it pops out the bottom. You see, whereas this line's thinner here. Look, with the different color, you see the contrast. Look, once I'm in, 1, oh there, it went right through. In, 1, 2, so 2. Alright, alright, let's top this out. Remember, we can't go, I don't want to go past 175. I want to blow this bulb. So we'll go up to, you can see the bulb's getting brighter. Bulb's getting brighter and brighter. We'll go up to 1.7. Alright, there's 1.7 amps, 8.27 volts, and 14 watts. Let's go see what's going on. What is it showing us? Alright, it's, oh, that's my puppy dog. Lucky. Lucky. Hey, baby girl. Say hi to YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. Love that dog to death. I've had her for, oh my gosh, 12 years, 13 years, something like that. She's old. She's old like her dad. Alright. Alright, so what do we have? Okay, we're at 1.7. Oh, I got to readjust the supply. It went to 1.71. There we go. We're at 1.7 amps. And let's see. We'll do the Pico first. Showing 1.7. If I write at the bottom, 1.72 amps. The mean on the bottom left is showing 173. RMS 173. Minimum is showing 1.33. So remember, we're at 1.7 is our output, 1.73 on all those. And switch over to the Micsig, and we are at 1.78. Actually, on the measure, the ruler right at the bottom inside of it, 1.77. So there you have it, folks. That's the current with it. The first video showed you guys voltage with it. Oh, you know, I meant to show the voltage the whole time with this, but I didn't, because I could easily click these on. Here like we did the last time. if you guys remember, if you watched the previous video. You know, and not to mention, I also had the oscilloscope hooked up for voltage on channel 4. We just never measured it. Like, look, we're showing 8.3 volts. We're showing 8.3 volts. And if you notice, this whole time we had that green line there for channel number 4. We're looking for 8.3, and there it is. 8.3 volts. I took the measurements off the bottom because remember we can only have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 measurements on the bottom. Now, however, what's great about these is you can hit, bring up the bottom menu, I can hit all measure, and then looky there. I always thought that was pretty cool. So I can hit channel down here, hit channel, and then on the top, if I go on the top right there where the channels are, if I go to channel 4, that's where our current measurement is. You can see there they are. There's all our measurements. Isn't that pretty neat? I think it's like 23 of them. I'm not going to count them, but yeah. Look at that. Remember, where output is 8.27 volts. 8.27 is our output. And it shows the frequency, period, duty cycle, everything. I'm not going to read it all off. Just let you guys see it for a second. Yeah, that's it. 8.33 volts. And on the Kaiweets meter, 8.32 volts. Bulb's load is going strong. So that's it, guys. What do you guys think of it? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think it's a good power supply? Does anybody else have this power supply? If so, have you had it a while? Do you like it? Would you recommend it? Anybody out there, have anybody had this for any amount of time? And if so, would you recommend it? Anything negative to say about it? I don't really have anything negative to say at this point. However, it is new to me. I haven't had it long. Yes, I did buy it with my own money. I bought this power supply Kaiweets. I bought this here. And if y'all didn't watch the first video, the whole reason I got into these Kaiweets was I saw this meter. Anybody that didn't watch video 1, I'll tell you real quick. I saw this meter on Amazon. It's like 35 bucks. Has a lot of, let me move you into the light here. Has a lot of really good settings. You can see there. Has a lot of really good settings. And I just like the look of it. I didn't even need a meter. I've got meters. I have oscilloscopes, but I just like the look of it. It has this thick, like, rubber case around it, which this does come off. This whole, you can see right here, this comes up out of here, like so, and this whole case peels off. I did peel it off to look at the fuse. So this is how I got it. It was 35 bucks originally on Amazon. I had it on my tool list for Amazon, like a wish list. And when Prime Day came around, I went to check it out, and it had a $20 off coupon. So I was like, done, I'm taking it. And I picked it up for, what was it, like 22, 25 bucks. I think it was somewhere 23, whatever. 20 bucks, you know. And at almost the same time, I purchased this power supply too. And once I played with this for a few days, was really loving it. I'll make a video about this next. And then I got this, and I was playing with them both, and long story short, I blew the fuse. There's two fuses in here. I blew the one for the current over here, and it's a ceramic fuse, and I could not find the exact fuse anywhere. I went to a local place that's kind of like Radio Shack, checked online. I could not find it anywhere, so I sent an email to Kaiweets to let them know that I blew the fuse. How do I get another fuse? I want to correct this. I did mention I have a YouTube channel, very small channel, and I wanted to make a video of it because I really think it's a really good meter, and for the price you can't beat it. I wanted to share that with people. So if anybody's looking for a good, inexpensive meter, so I told them that, and yeah. Did they send me a fuse? No, they did not send me a fuse. They sent me an entire freaking other meter. Look at that, same exact one. They sent me a whole nother meter. They told me that it's warranted for 3 years and then lifetime tech support after that. So they sent me an entire new meter. This case I bought separate for like 15 bucks on Amazon. Not only did they send me an entirely new meter, they asked if I'd test this guy out here, which I am going to make a video about too. This one did come with the case. Kaiweets. This is a little smart meter. Really, really neat little meter. Smallest meter that I own at the moment. And look at that. Just give you a little teaser. I'm not going to go into it right now. I'm going to make a video about it. Look at that. It's a smart meter, so if you notice right here, your voltage, your ohms, and your continuity, so voltage, resistance, and continuity, it's kind of floating back and forth. So when you hook your leads up, if I would touch it to something with voltage, it's going to automatically go to voltage and tell me my voltage. Same with continuity and resistance. And then all the other options here, you would go through manually and choose them. And the whole time it shows temperature here. Only thing I don't like is I'm in the United States and it shows Celsius. We use Fahrenheit here. I wish you can change that in the menu. It's kind of annoying, but it constantly shows that. Look, through all the features, it'll show that, except for like here where it shows frequency. When it has an option for frequency for your hertz, it's going to show the frequency there. Anyway, that's all. A little teaser on that. Comes with probes, thermal coupler probes for temperature, and nice, like a miniature case of the other one I bought. It's a soft case, but it's hard, if that makes any sense. Really neat little case, got a little handle. Perfect meter to like keep in your car or something. Anyway, I'm going to do a video about that. Guys, let me know what you thought of this video. If y'all want to see more videos of like diagnostic equipment, I was thinking I could do that while I'm unable to be outside working for the time being. I have a good amount of diagnostic equipment, from things like Power Probe, like you can see down here I got Power Probe 4. So if you're thinking about getting Power Probe 4, I could show you it. I could show you features here. It's the Power Probe lead set. I love this set right here, guys. This set is awesome. I did buy one extra long one for in here. And I got a few other things in here, but yeah, this is an awesome set, guys. I think it averages for right about 50 bucks, to be honest. So no, it's not a cheap set, but it is all gold plated. Really nice set. So I'll do videos with that. I can show y'all, just all kinds of diagnostic equipment, and y'all let me know if y'all want to keep seeing them, if you don't want to see them. And the whole time I'll try and incorporate the best I can. I'll try and incorporate our Micsig oscilloscopes in them, since that's where it all started. Y'all know I love my oscilloscopes, so I'll try and incorporate it in as much as I can. Alright guys, that's going to sum it up for the Kaiweets power supply. Overall, would I recommend it? Yes, absolutely. If you're looking to be around $100 out the door for a good power supply for current, like I said, voltage, 30 volts, up to 30 volts, up to 10 amps, and it shows the wattage. A lot of other ones I saw at that price range, it did not show the watts. A lot of them did not show the watts, and oh no, I think I just blew that bulb. A lot of them did not show the wattage. I'll pause that. Look, we can see the jump right there. I want to see what did that get up to. Where's the max? Oh, look, 30 volts. What about, will it show me the, let's see, where's the max? See, 3.129 amps with the question marks. I think it went off the screen on the amperage. I think I just fried that bulb. Anyway, yeah, a lot of the other ones in that price range did not have the wattage, and a lot of them only went up to like 5 amps. They did not have the USB interface right here. So those are things that I like. Like I said, for the price, I think this is the best one. So far, I like it. My only complaint about it is sometimes, you know, it takes just a little bit of time to dial in like a specific number, like 1.02 or 2.45. You know, it takes a second to dial it in, but, you know, that it is what it is. I'm sure the more I use it, the quicker I'll get at doing it. As of right now, yeah, I absolutely recommend it. And if anything changes, anything bad I think about it, or anything good, anything at all, I'll make another updated, edited video. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next one. The next one I'm either going to show the Kaiweets multimeter, the HT118A, or I'm going to show that smart meter. If you're wondering, I think it's 112, HT112B. I'm not sure which one I'm going to show first. I'll probably make those videos tomorrow. Tonight it's already getting kind of late. I'm hungry. I need to eat and shower. So, alright guys, look for the next one. And if you did not see part 1 of this, look in the description and I'll put the link to part 1 in here. Alright guys, we'll see you later.